Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. You are here, as obvious and simple as that may sound. We tend to miss it. And to see why or how we miss it, see if you could just pay attention to this moment, right here, right now. And I'm probably catching you thinking right now. And notice how when you are thinking, the moment is lost. We're not noticing it. There's like this struggle between trying to notice the moment and then getting lost in thoughts about our problems or dinner or even thoughts about the moment, which takes us away. So, with a sturdy and comfortable seated position and your eyes closed or open, it's important to try not to just pay attention to the moment, but rather to bring our attention to something that is present, something that is easy to pay attention to. And that, of course, is the breath. Notice how your attention right now is situated somewhere in your head, where it feels that you exist more in your head than you do in your foot. And see if you can just bring that perspective downwards to the breath, anywhere that's easy for you to feel. As the breath comes in, know that the breath is coming in, And as it goes out, know that the breath is going out. Just stay with this rhythm gently and without force. And when you notice that your thoughts have taken you away from the breath, just come back. Come back to breathing. Not in a forceful way, no judgmentalness, just the breath in and out. Come back. Gently return to the breath. You can think of returning to the breath as not as something we are doing, but rather a kind of surrender to the breath, a kind of letting go to the rhythm of breathing. We're not pushing our thoughts away. We're not shutting off the voice. We allow that voice to keep chattering on. Only our attention remains with the breath. So don't try to stop thinking. Don't try to silence the mind. Let the mind think what it wants to. Just regard thoughts like you regard the noises outside your window, coming and going, but no problem. Remain with the breath as thinking happens. All right, you can look at the screen. There's I grew up in the Christian church, and then when I got to college, I kind of left Christianity, and studied religions around the world, which is actually kind of what brought me to meditation in the first place. Although now this practice isn't in a religious way, or it's secular. But even though I've left Christianity, and although I've dabbled in other traditions, I've found that there's a lot of amazing things about some of these traditions that are really useful, that are really kind of true, regardless if you believe in the religion or not. And there's a saying, there's a lot of things from Christianity, I'll say, that I think are really important for everyone to understand, but not necessarily. Mm, but that doesn't necessarily mean you need to believe in what Christians say or believe in. And one of many things is this attitude of "Thy will be done, not my will, God. Let Your will be done." Now, this is true for all of us because what the moment we say, or a Christian says, I'm done trying to control things. I'm going to leave it all up into Your hands, not mine. That is a tremendous sense of relief and freedom. And you don't, in my opinion, you don't need a belief in a God or a belief in anything spiritual for that to also be true. We can say to what is, to this moment alone, not as a conscious agent, not as a entity that knows about you, but just to reality as it is. Let it happen. A complete sense of surrender to this moment. Because we spend so much of our energy trying to control things that are uncontrollable, trying to put into a box what is unboxable. We all do this. I mean, you look at a map or a globe. You have the beautiful outlines of the land, and if you turn a globe this way, you can't even recognize different countries and different continents because it looks so different. It's just all these beautiful blues and greens of the land and the contours and the mountain ranges but then you look at a map, like a political map, and there's all these lines, all these cutoff points in different colors in that territory and that territory. That's all human beings. We're just trying to box everything, trying to put everything to nice, neatness so we can understand it. But reality doesn't come at us that way. And in our own lives, we're trying to control it. We're trying to, if I can just learn meditation, I can get one up on the universe. Then I don't have to worry about things. Then I can just be, no. When practice really is a surrender, just like the Christians say, honestly, Islam and Judaism say the same thing. It's let go. It is not your control. And it's funny, no matter how hard we try to control and how things don't work out in that way, which we all know, we all live life this way, where we try to control the situation and then it's out of control. And then we get really frustrated that it's out of control. So we try again to control the situation and then it's out of control. The worst way of control is trying to secure the future as if we can know it. And of course, Buddhism talks about this, Taoism talks about this, let go. The Buddha said, I could be wrong, but the Buddha said, if you imagine it to happen in the future, you can almost guarantee that it won't happen that way. Because it's so rare for our thoughts about the future chaos that we think might happen for that to actually come true. And in our lives, we worry far more. We suffer far more in our worries than in actual reality. So this practice, when we sit, isn't a doing, it isn't a happening. It's a letting go. It's not an achieving or a grasping. It is a ceasing, a surrender to this moment. Thy will be done. This moment, whatever arises. And no, it doesn't require belief. It doesn't require for you to believe in anything at all. In fact, I think real letting go is letting go of even those beliefs. Real faith is faith in what is, not faith in your beliefs. So when you can let go completely, a complete and utter surrender to what is, regardless of what it is, peace arises. It's like it's kind of like spending our lives swimming upstream of a river. We're all in this river and it takes us in one direction, but most of us are just always busy swimming upstream, trying to go against the current. I don't want to die. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to have this happen. I don't want bad things. I don't want good things, whatever it is. And when you just surrender, just let go, then that rushing water that's passing you when you're trying to swim upstream becomes still. You're going with it. And the real trick, of course, is when you learn the direction of the stream and everything is still, you can use the stream's current and swim with the stream. So, surrender. Surrender to this moment, whatever it is. The more you try to control, the more you'll suffer. Because you'll come into contact with the fact that you can't control it. The more we let go, the more we allow this moment to be what it is, the more at peace and the more sane we really become. So practice. And when we practice, it's not another thing to go swimming upstream. We're not practicing against what is happening. We're not secluding ourselves away from the big bad world. We're coming and opening up into it, allowing it, letting it be. Not gaining good feelings, just letting it be. Good feelings, bad thoughts, good thoughts, whatever. Right here. Thank you for your time today. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.